First question that we are going to solve is count student number in departments, and this question is actually from lead code, which is originally an SQL problem, but we have converted in that in a way so that we can also practice PySpark for that. So coming to the problem, we have already created the schema and the data frame, which looks like this. This is the student data frame with student ID, name, gender, and department. This one is department with department ID and department name. So the output should look like this. Engineering should have 2 students, science should have 1 student, and law should have 0 students because here nobody has opted for law. So we are going to solve this problem, and the result should look exactly like this. So yeah, okay, the first step is going to be joining the data frame on the department ID. Why are we joining the department why are we joining these tables? Because we need the department name and the count, and then we have to group, since we have to count the number of student department wise, so we have to group by department ID, and then in the last step we have to just select an order by. So here is this function student per department that accepts the data frame student df and department df, and we have to result this result df that will be displayed at the end. So the first step that we are going to do is we will join the department df with the student df. Department df, we can give this an alias, so I'm giving it d dot join student df, giving it an alias again s. Now we have to join these, so we have to mention the column that we need to join, so which is in this case the department ID, which is common both of it, so department ID, and we have to also tell how do you want to join it. Should it be inner, left, or outer? Since we want law as well, because the student df does not have any law department, and we in the output that we saw law का 0 तो होना ही चाहिए, so that's why we will do a left join so that we don't miss law. So giving it left, the how behavior should be left. Now I can also just show you how this result looks right now. So we have joined department ID, department name, student ID, student name. Okay, so what do we need? Department name with the count. So since engineering is 2, science is 1, and law should be 0, so it is showing null right now. It should be 0. Now we'll do it in such a way that you don't count obviously null as 1, it has to be 0. So for that we will, the next step is going to be group by. So group by, what column are we going to group by on? Since we need department name at the end, so we are going to group by department ID, because that's how we are joining this, and since we need the name as well, so department name. Now the aggregation function, which is going to be the count function. So count, what are we counting? We can't put star, I am mentioning this. If we put star, then this null will be counted as 1 and we don't need 1. So we'll be specific and we will put the column name, which is going to be s dot student ID. This is the column name, and we can also give this an alias name, which would be student number number, and we can then select whatever we need in the output. So we need the department name and the count. So for that we need department name and the student number from above, the alias that we just gave. Now the next step is just ordering by. So order by. Okay, so we have to arrange it in a descending order by the student number. So student number and ascending department name. Okay, so this should give me the result that we expected. Yeah, department name and the student number, law being 0, and I'll show you the behavior that I was mentioning about. So if I do count star, I'm going to get law as 1, which is not right. So you will have to mention the column that you actually are counting. Be specific about it. That will force Spark to not count null as 1. So this will give you 0. I think I probably should have explained the question better, but I think this one is easy and obvious. So from the next video onwards, I would explain the questions better. Thanks. Bye bye.